The word storytelling has become very popular in business over the last few years. And there's a number of reasons why storytelling is important for me in my business. Number one, it's about connectivity, and number two, it's about transparency. So I just finished my first book, actually finished, published, out into the world, which is a feat. And much of that book is me telling my story of what I like to say, rebellion, reinvention, and liberation. My story, my career path, my childhood, and my rise to entrepreneurship, if you will. And I've told pieces of my story over the years, but the fact that I finally put a stake in the ground and actually put it into physical book form was quite a big deal for me. And the feedback that I've gotten, the book was just released, and the feedback I've gotten thus far from those who have read it is really just so incredible and heartwarming for me, of that connection. One of our members said, I really feel like I connect with you now. I understand where you're coming from, and that opportunity to dialogue about perhaps something that that person has been through similar, it builds that automatic connection. And the second is transparency. I really wanted to communicate that, number one, my path has not been anywhere close to a straight line, that, divorce and almost dying by being hit by a fire truck in an intersection, being laid off 3 times. I, like all of you, have been through things in life. We all go through something. For some of us, that's physical. For some of that is emotional. For some of us, it's both. But that's what binds us together. That's what ties us together as humans. And being very transparent about the highs and the lows and the journey wasn't exactly easy to do, because I guess as a society, we put on this face of success, right? Everything's great. When you ask somebody, how are you? Oh, busy. Busy must translate to successful, right? Because if you were, not busy, then you wouldn't have any opportunities. You wouldn't be doing things. So if you're busy, you must be successful. That answer drives me crazy, frankly, but we'll leave that alone for now. So that opportunity to connect and step back and say, hey, I've had a rough path just like you. I've learned a ton just like you. I've had a ton of failure, almost daily failure, it feels like sometimes, just like you. Being transparent, being open, being vulnerable is not always easy to do, but I'm glad I did it. I'm glad it's out there. I pretty much lay it all out in the book. And then the book is also an opportunity to share stories of other women as they share their path, their story as well, their journey into entrepreneurship. So I hope this will inspire you to share your story.